Have you ever been afraid of an approaching dog? How did you react? This is a situation faced by many, sparking a mix of fear and uncertainty. It's important to remember that all dogs are domesticated predators, and for any predator there's one golden rule: never run away. You see, running triggers these animals' instincts to chase, which could escalate the situation. So if you find yourself in a scenario where you can't get to a safe place, like up a tree, behind a garden fence, or inside a car, your best bet is to stand your ground. But standing still doesn't mean freezing like a statue. It involves a conscious effort to turn towards the dog, avoid sudden movements, and maintain a posture that's non-threatening yet assertive. Keep your arms and hands close to your body. Why? Well, a dog that's intent on biting will latch onto the first thing you offer it. Usually that ends up being our arms or legs, as we instinctively try to fend off the dog. By staying calm, keeping your gaze straight ahead, and pressing your limbs close to your body, you might end up with a torn jacket or trouser leg, but the chances of an actual bite are significantly reduced. And what about eye contact? While we humans view it as a sign of trust and openness, for dogs, it can be perceived as a direct challenge. So, avoid staring the dog down. Also, refrain from shouting at the dog. While it might seem like a good idea to try and scare the dog off, it could actually provoke it further. Deciphering a dog's intentions can be tricky, as it varies from one animal to another and depends on the specific situation. But by understanding their predatory nature and how our actions can influence their behavior, we can better navigate these encounters. Remember, running or making sudden movements can trigger a dog's predatory instincts. So, the next time you encounter an unleashed dog, try to stay calm, keep your movements slow and deliberate, and remember the advice shared today. Knowing how to read a dog's body language can be a lifesaver. Dogs, like us, communicate a lot through their body language. Recognizing friendly and unfriendly signs in a dog's body language can help you understand what they're trying to communicate. When a dog is relaxed and comfortable, their body is loose. They may wag their tail and their mouth might be slightly open, with their tongue hanging out. It's a common misconception that a wagging tail always means a happy dog. While it's true in many cases, it's not a universal sign of friendliness. A stiffly wagging tail or one held high can actually indicate aggression. Now let's talk about some signs that a dog might not be so friendly. Seeing a dog stiffen up can be a warning sign. This is a dog's way of telling you that they're feeling threatened or uncomfortable. If you notice a dog's body becoming rigid, it's best to give them some space. Another warning sign is when a dog bares their teeth. This is a clear indication that the dog is feeling threatened and may become aggressive. It's best not to approach a dog that's showing this behavior. A focused gaze, or what professionals call a hard stare, is another sign to watch out for. This is when a dog stares intently at something, usually a perceived threat. It's often a precursor to an aggressive behavior. If a dog is giving you a hard stare, it's best to slowly back away without turning your back on them. It's also important to remember that every dog is an individual and may display different signs based on their personality and experiences. These are just some general signs to look out for. Understanding a dog's body language can help you react appropriately and stay safe. Remember, our canine friends are not trying to scare us. They're simply communicating in the only way they know how. A growling dog can be intimidating, but it's actually giving you a chance to avoid a bite. Now, when we hear a dog growl, it's often easy to panic or to try to scare the dog off. But that's really not the best approach. You see, a growl is a dog's way of saying, "Hey, I'm uncomfortable here. Please keep your distance." It's a warning, not a direct threat. So how should you respond? Well, the first thing to remember is not to run. This could trigger a chase response. Instead, stay calm and avoid direct eye contact, which a dog might interpret as a challenge. Also, resist the urge to scold or yell at the dog. This could escalate the situation and make the dog feel more threatened. Instead, slowly back away while keeping your body facing the dog, but without staring. Remember, a growling dog is warning you, so take the hint and keep your distance. A barking dog behind a fence can be startling, but it's just doing its job. When you encounter a barking dog, remember, it's not about you. It's about the dog protecting its territory. This is a natural behavior ingrained in its canine instincts. So don't take it personally. The dog barks to alert everyone. This is my space, stay out. It can be unnerving, especially if the dog's bark is loud and aggressive. But here's the thing, you need to show calmness. Walk away without showing fear. The dog's bark is a warning, not a bite. It's the dog's way of saying, I'm here and I'm watching you. It's crucial not to run or make sudden movements. This could trigger the dog's chase instinct. Instead, walk away calmly and confidently. Remember, a dog is not a mind reader, it's reacting to your actions and your energy. A barking dog isn't necessarily a threat, it's just doing its job. It's important to teach children how to behave around dogs. Children with their natural curiosity and enthusiasm might rush into interactions with dogs without understanding the potential risks. Just like adults, children must learn not to approach or pet unfamiliar dogs without the owner's permission. It's crucial to explain to them that dogs have different ways of communicating. A wagging tail doesn't always mean a dog is friendly. Sometimes it might be a sign of nervousness or agitation. Children should also be taught to stay calm and quiet around dogs. Loud noises and sudden movements can startle dogs, possibly leading to an unwanted reaction. And lastly, let's not forget the importance of teaching children to respect a dog's space, especially when they are eating or sleeping. Educating children about dogs can prevent scary encounters and keep everyone safe. By understanding and respecting a dog's language and boundaries, we can foster a safer and more harmonious coexistence.